Yugioh deck, Yugioh deck, and two packs. I'm not going to do that for everyone. Yeah, so we have just two little packs to mix this up, both first edition, the Grand Creators. Again, if you've seen my channel before, I am not that Yu-Gi-Oh focused. I don't know as much about Yu-Gi-Oh as I probably should be doing videos on it. But I'm still a fan, and we have two more structured decks here to open. I'll start off with this one. I actually got this a little while back. I guess I got both of these a little while ago. I've just been kind of holding on to them. But my general rule of thumb is I won't do a video on a deck unless I have at least two, because I don't think one is quite enough. And as I mentioned a long time ago, this was picked up in when I went to Yamicon, and I just kind of never ended up filming a video on these. But that's fine. Let's go ahead and look at this play mat that comes with it. I almost wish it was just a poster. Like, I'm not that big of a poster person, but, I mean, Yu-Gi-Oh's artwork is just super nice, and if it didn't have, like, the structured deck thing in there, especially without the lines, I'd be down for it, and then just stuff. And then we have the pack itself, wrapped much like a pack of cigarettes, I believe. Yeah, kinda. Bigger tab. Don't smoke, kids. I did that shit for too long. Alright, pull that out, and let's see what all we got in here. So we're going to have some fancy stuff here on the front. Let it focus. And generally with these structured decks, you don't really want to expect too much value from them, because anybody can buy it and they get the exact same cards. There's no luck chance here. But we have Cyber Dark Chimera and Cyber Dark Realm. I really do like that Chimera. The Realm just looks like they're going into Pokeballs. Cyber End Dragon. I believe I have a version of this boy. I don't think I have this one, and it actually looks really nice. Cyber Dark End Dragon. So is that just the dark version of that boy? It does appear to be. Cybernetic Horizon. Again, looks kind of Digimon-y. That's the thing with Yu-Gi-Oh! Is like their cards can span like any genre or setting because of the way that the show and the card game work. So you're going to get a lot of that overlap there. Cyber Dragon Hers. I mean, he's more of a snake than a dragon, right? Like Cyber Serpent Hers. Fusion Deployment. Oh, I can't remember his name. The Dark Knight dude. We have Infinite Impermanence. Another beautiful dragon. There's a lot of dragons in this. It seems to be a pretty heavy focus here. And we might be out of all of the good stuff. Definitely recognize our little Cyber Dragon there. Cyber Dragon. Okay, so these are actually different named ones. That's interesting. I guess I have another thing to go collecting, although I guess they're all probably going to be in here. I'm pretty sure I have that boy. We have Dragon Core. That's kind of creepy. Cyber Pharaoh, Cyber Valley. Cyber Phoenix, that looks pretty sick. Cyber Dark Horn also feels very familiar to me. Cyber Dark Edge, Cyber Dark Keel, Cyber Dark Cane. I think everything's going to start with that. Claw. Oh no, hey, it's not Cyber Dark Lingling. Is it Lingling? Or is it Legling? Legling. I don't know. Jesus. Okay, I struggle to pronounce the last one. This one is simply not happening. Yep, long names. That looks like another really old one to me. Luckily, with these structure decks, they're always first edition, so at least they have that little marker down there that basically doesn't mean anything. Because this right here, this little code is going to kind of imply that it's from a deck, right? Like, that'll trace it back to this deck specifically, this product. And so that means that that being down there doesn't really matter, because with this code, you're never going to have a non-first edition. At least that's the way I understand it. Maybe there's an exception there. But I'm sure it helps drive up sales, at least, for people who don't understand that. They see the first edition version of the deck and buy it, not realizing that, as far as I know, there isn't any unlimited version. Some more Cyber Darkness Dragons, Cyber Dark Power Bond, Overload Fusion, and a scan here for more Dawn of Majesty card. Okay, so this is actually a beginner's guide. That's kind of neat. I don't really know who uses QR codes. I don't usually. Like, usually if I see a QR code and a link, like, I could choose either option to get to this website. I usually just type in the website link. I guess the QR code thing's probably faster. I just don't care. Alright, now that one deck is out of the way, let's do a pack. And then we'll do the other deck. And then we'll do the other pack. See how this works? Oh, man, I hate these so much. I wonder if what's more wasteful, the way that Pokemon packages their individual packs or the way that Yu-Gi-Oh does. because while Yu-Gi-Oh does seem to have less overall space, it also uses plastic. While Pokemon's is just like a cardboard sleeve. If you don't do Pokemon, maybe you do Dragon Ball, it's the same thing. Or Digimon, it's the same thing. This uses plastic. I wonder which one is worse for landfills. Oops, I just like slapped the hell out of my camera. Either way, I'm not really like a huge environmentalist, so I couldn't really care less. But maybe I should. Let's cut this off. Like, to me, when it comes to, like, being wasteful, it's, if you had another option, then why are you doing the more wasteful one? But anyways, I guess expense is a good reason. Anyways, we have, Exo Sister Carpa Divium. Yep, woman doing magic. Whoa, okay, hold up. Yugioh Punk Rising Carp. Okay. Breath of Resurrection, that looks like something straight out of Zelda. Torrential Tribute, Exo Sister Irene, so they're just like exorcists. There's another Punk, Wild Picking, and Exo Sister Armand. Okay, this is an interesting set. So the Grand, what is it? The Grand Creators. This is an interesting set, I'll say that. Also, I think everything in here was a rare, and then with one holo. So I guess the pack trick is 4 to the front for whenever I get to do the other one. I'll hope that ends up carrying over. But that's pretty cool. Alright, let's do our next deck. We have the Spirit Charmers. And this was the one I picked up at the con. Actually, there's the price. I paid $12. As someone who hasn't bought too many Yu-Gi-Oh decks, let me know in the comments if I was ripped off. Although, I guess you really couldn't be ripped off by much when it was only $12. Like, that's nothing bad. Let's look at our playmat here. Now, see, that's a bit more poster-like. Like, see, I could see myself willing to use this, because these lines aren't as visible, and they kind of are. They are a little intrusive. But at least, like, this, like, you know, logo for the deck is all the way off to the other side, so it feels like a side piece. Kind of like an advertisement. It's not bad. And then the back is kind of, oops, folded again. Oh, I guess they feature artwork on the back of these. That is pretty cool. But yeah, I don't know. I think I'd take a poster over that, honestly, because I don't use paper playmats. Not that I really play these games anyways. So we're gonna, yeah, we'll go through it normally. I was gonna say we're gonna go through it backwards and do the good cards for last, but nah, who really cares? So let's start off. We have Token, which is just some really nice artwork right here. Another great one, Familiar Possessed, Hita. Alright. Awakening of the Possessed. So, this is going to have a pretty heavy possession theme, I imagine. Another Awakening of the Possessed. Greater Inari Fire. Also looks sick. Is that like launching it from a staff? Grand Spiritual Art. Something. It's like they're summoning there. We have the Spirit Charmers. Raigeki? Isn't that the Japanese term for single strike in the Pokemon TCG? It's like Rengeki, so this is a bit different. It's Raigeki. Possessed Partnerships, cool. And we're on to the more regular things. I swear I have that one right there. We have Water Charmer, Fire Charmer, Wind Charmer. So I guess we have each of those there. A little rat, a dinosaur, a fox, a flying rat, a cat thing. Yeah, I guess it's like a dog. Okay. A fox. Man, the furries would love this deck. A witch with a giant hammer. A dark Dorito. Okay, I definitely recognize that one. That's another old card. I love that they still mix in, like, the older cards. This looks like Hinata from Naruto, but with, like, heavy samurai armor. But I like that they still mix in with the old cards with modern Yu-Gi-Oh! It has to make it just that much easier for the old players like me to get back into it, when at least you have a hint of familiarity in here. Because they do seem to be mixed in pretty well. Like, it's every so often, I'll open, like, a pack or something, and it'll just, like, have a nostalgic card in there for me. So there are like a bunch of things from like one set there. A warning, another Familiar Possessed, another Familiar Possessed, Familiar Possessed, Familiar Possessed, and we have an ad for Duel Links, which I imagine the newer decks and stuff will probably have advertisements for Master Duel, I believe it's called. I haven't played it yet. And here we have Legacy of the Duelist. We've seen that little thing before. Then we have a card for the deck itself. Overall, not too bad. Not too bad in my shit. I just like threw a couple of the cards trying to get them together, and I smacked the camera again. Alright, and let's do our second and final pack. The Grand Creators. First edition. Oh, I completely forgot about this. If you look here at the top, see those little scratch marks? I was getting ready to come in here to record this video. These packs were just picked up today. They were at the Walmart. And they were sitting in a bag in the living room while me and my lady friend were eating our food. And we had a ferret go and start playing with the bag. We have ferrets. And we go and look, and one of these is just gone. And so we had to search the entire house to find this one. So we better get a good pull. And it was with some of her toys, with some bite marks here at the top of the pack. So, actually, I think there's more right here. Like, she went crazy on this thing. So, maybe she would have been the better choice to come in here and unbox this instead of me, because clearly she was interested in whatever inside. We actually gave her the other one, hoping that she would take it and lead us to the first one. But, her being a ferret and not having the best cognitive abilities, was trying to drag it into a little tube that we have. It's like a tunnel that they go through. And it's obviously too big to fit, but God, did she keep trying. But no, she didn't lead us to it. I eventually located it and then came in here to film this. And then just completely blanked that ever happened. So what do we have? Okay, so we did, was it 4 to the, we're going to do 3. We're going to do 3 because I'm skeptical about 4. Alright, we have Forest of the Lost Flowers. That looks like the one, like, place from Pokemon Sword and Shield. I can't remember the name. We have a Insector Centipede, Solomon Strike. Then there's the Ladybug. We have Virtual World Heme Ninian. There we go. Gakko Punk Wagon. That's one wagon, if I do say so myself. And then there's a Hornet. So yeah, it was 4 to the front. But hey, I tried, right? And at least we got a decent looking holo out of here. Anyways, I'm not too sure if I'll continue doing deck videos in the future. I think it's okay. I think it's fine. But I just don't have that much commentary to add. Like with Pokemon ones, I really do. And I want to continue doing Yu-Gi-Oh! I might just start straying away from decks. Let me know if you guys actually did enjoy it, despite the fact that I don't really have a whole lot to say about these decks. Then let me know. Maybe I will continue doing it. But I just feel like the regular Yu-Gi-Oh! Products are a lot more exciting for me, especially as a player who doesn't do Yu-Gi-Oh! That often. There's at least something for me to go off of. And these decks are just like, yeah, there's some neat artwork and stuff, but I just don't know enough about the game anymore. Either way, if you guys liked the video, give it a like. If you're already subscribed to the channel, thank you very much for being subscribed, and hopefully I will see all of you next time. Goodbye for now.